Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews, and today we're going to be trying a reimagined version of a beer that helped shape the craft beer scene. So, like I said, we're going to be trying a reimagined version of a beer that really helped shape the craft beer scene and industry. And that beer is Rogue's Dead Guy Ale. If you don't know what that beer is, well, where have you been? Because it's been around since the 80s. Now this is a reimagined version of their Dead Guy Ale as an IPA. So let's check out Rogue's Dead Guy IPA. This beer comes in at a 7% ABV, a 69 IBUs. It gets an average rating on Untappd of 3.84. Dead Guy IPA waves Citra and Mosaic hops into a subtle malt body to create a bold, complex IPA worthy of the dead. All right, let's try this beer. Right away, I will say, it is a gorgeous looking beer. I mean, it is just old school looking style West Coast IPA. It's kind of clear, it's kind of hazy. I can easily see my finger on the other glass. It looks fantastic. When you put it to the light, it is just brass gold looking. It is so pretty. The head is just white as can be. It is wonderful, actually. Oh man, that Citra really comes through. Bright blasts of Citra and a slight bit of pine. It is fantastic. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh man, that's good. That is IPA. If someone were to ask me, I'm really getting into IPAs. What's the one IPA I need to always have? Right now, I would state Dead Guy IPA. It is such a refreshing change of pace from the big juice bombs, haze bombs, everything. This just brings me back to wanting to have beer. Right away, the malt just hits you. The sweetness of it, it's honeyish, caramel, just ever so slightly, and it lightens up. It's very bright at the back end, and then this burst of citrus aromatics, a slight drying of like a lemon peel or of a mango peel on the back of your tongue. It is fantastic. It makes me think I'm having that fruit while sitting next to a freshly cut tree. I have no problem drinking this whole 6-pack by myself. It'll probably be gone this weekend, and I will probably buy some more of it. because it's that good. Now, you're probably thinking a few things right about now. One, maybe, John, what makes this beer so good? Yeah, it's not a big juicy haze bomb. It's not one of these ultra rare, triple IPAs. No, this is just a great example of what a West Coast IPA is supposed to taste like. I can see through it. See? It's got a malt backbone. It's not all just bursting with hops. It's well balanced between the hops and the malt. It's just what I fell in love with IPAs. Yeah, no, I remember when I first started drinking IPAs, they were just tasting like grass. And I kind of got into those, but I remember when the Citra hop first came out and the Mosaic hop first came out. And those beers were amazing. And that's what this beer is. It's an amazing example of that. It's just stamp approved. Make this beer. If you can make this beer, anytime you can make beer. Now, another thought you might be thinking is, what makes this beer the Dead Guy? How can they even call it that? It's an IPA. And the original Dead Guy was, and a lot of people don't know this and didn't know this, is a Maibock. They all thought it was just some bitter IPA. It's not. But what did they do to make this a Dead Guy IPA? Well, what they do is they use the exact same yeast strain as the Dead Guy Ale. So this is still an ale yeast, but it's not your traditional IPA American Pale Ale yeast. I think that's what's giving it this wonderful malt forward characteristic with a fantastic back end of hops. They're blending Mosaic and Citra so perfectly in this beer. You get the aroma of hoppiness, maltiness, and then you taste the beer and it's sweet to the taste, it's sweet to the tongue, and it's a thin body, and it's 7%, so it's no slouch. I dig this beer. I so dig this beer. And honestly, I kind of like the green can better than the black can. The dark emerald green they went with, it is so cool looking. They kind of went with a shimmery matte. It's kind of cool. Really dig it. And it reminds me of hops, just like an IPA. It's popping really nice. So if you were looking for an example of probably one of the best staple IPAs I could think of, and that you should shoot for always having in your fridge, or if you're a homebrewer trying to make, or if you're bar, you should always have this on draft as your staple IPA, you need to go check out Rogue's Dead Guy IPA. Oh, baby. Now this thing ain't gonna blow you away like, a treehouse or something like that, but the solid backbone behind this beer, I think is better than those type of beers. So if that sounds delicious to you, as it does to me, go check this beer out. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Remember, hit like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media stuff. Have you gotten to try Rogue's Dead Guy IPA? It just got released, and I'm talking just released. And in fact, the initial release party is not even done yet when this video is going to be coming out. So this is really new, really fresh. Have you gotten to even try Rogue's Dead Guy Ale? Have you ever heard of it? If you haven't, you need to get out more and drink some more beer. Seriously, drink more of their beer. It's delicious. See you guys.